Don't anybody do anything crazy. We have an excellent
So don't show my
connection.
ass.
I mean, at least wait for people to show up. Maybe we'll get a few subscribers. You know, there's me, there's you, and there's Brucey's empty screen. Word,
Cool.
which means I can cut that bitch off. And I guess I can get rid of the wheel too, because you have it. Damn, it's like a madhouse at Brucey's place.
It really is. All kinds of noises going on over there.
Oh, we're live. Hello out there in YouTube land.
Hello,
Or maybe I
hello,
have to go
hello.
this way, so I'll be on camera YouTube land.
But then there was something crawling in the bushes. And she was trying to attack it.
Oh no, he found another squirrel. Run, Brucey, run! The trash
It's
panda's
another
gonna get you.
raccoon.
Okay, if you can, Grandma Wendy, can you share this in Facebook, please?
Yeah, I'm trying to. It's just not coming up on my YouTubes.
It's not. It should be.
I keep getting Maddie Matheson, which, you know, I do love Maddie Matheson, but
Well, I mean, who doesn't? But bless you, Brucey.
here it is. Got it.
Thank you. I'm going to, since Brucey's tied up, I'm going to put it on the Twitter.
Oh, what up, tube of you?
Yeah,
Well,
we're
hello.
live now, homie. I was going to ask you to put it on YouTube, but I wasn't looking at the screen. I realized you were gone. I was like, well, fuck, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, had to take the poop outside.
Loud ass dog, dude. Cute.
Huh?
Your dog is cute, but loud as hell.
Uh huh. She's
It's the
mouthy.
little ones that get loud. Ha ha.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like you.
Big shot.
Ayo.
Oh,
That's the
where'd it
truth.
go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Why are you
I'm
not
sorry,
here?
YouTube. I just
Oh,
got
here we
home
go.
from football.
Hey-o.
At least he's sorry. I'm never sorry. I'm like, feral raccoon.
Real.
You feral raccoon.
I love that you used the Taco Bell logo. That makes me happy.
I figured why not? It's here. It's Taco Bell. We love it. Why not?
We love it till it comes out of us.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's so good going in though.
That's what she said.
Ah, 2 for
Heyo.
2. I came prepared. I got the soundboard and everything.
You're the worst.
Or the best.
The best of the worst.
I just like the best. Thank you, Grandma.
I'm all about it.
Hey, Cadrian's
What
here.
up, Adrian?
What's going on, man? All right, we got somebody. Yay. All right, so we're just about set up. Brucey just got home, and Wendy's computer decided to go as slowly as possible. So
It
we're a little
really
late.
fucking did.
I apologize. I also have to apologize because obviously we're missing some guests, and if you didn't see the announcements on social media,
It's all right. In due time.
Sammy
It'll
just got detained. I've been emailing with him back and forth the last day or so, trying to come up with another date, and we will definitely work something out and get them on. I'm sorry. But we can't leave you without your weekly dose of the TRWT3. I mean,
Why?
how could we do that?
That would be
We're the
cruel and
three.
unusual. I'm not about
Three.
that.
Gang sign.
Wow.
That's us.
I feel like that's what Tully's throwing up these days with FTR. So I try to do this.
What?
If you saw Tully with FTR, they were sitting there going like this.
They
Or
were
like
indeed.
this.
They were.
Actually, it was more like
Yeah,
that.
a little bit of this. A little bit
It was
of this
kind of like
action.
this, but without this. So they weren't going sideways; they were going up.
Oh.
Kind of like the 4-horse, but missing one.
So if that's the case, which of us is Tully?
Bruce. 'cause
Dom, he's
bald.
older.
Yeah, but you're freaking bald, dude.
That's why I'm Dax.
Well, I am wiser.
Kirby's
than
doing hair. Why is it Kirby and I are so far away from each other? Like,
right?
we
I
need
had
to be neighbors.
I had
Move to
so
East Bumfuck, Arkansas.
I had so much
she
fun
and I
with
can
her
hang
the other
out
night.
and she can like fix what is this monstrosity? I don't even know. What is this hot ass
Um,
mess?
Oh, what you talking about? It's so cute though.
Aren't we
It's a
supposed to be
hot-ass
talking
mess,
about
bro.
wrestling right now?
We're supposed
We
to, but we're
are.
not. But we're gonna. But we're not. But we're gonna. So
But I also want to lament that my soulmate Kirby is so far away from me.
I know I had so much fun with her the other night on the merch live feed, and I was so tired, and I still had fun with her. It was like, this is great. I got to see Titus and everything. It's such a cute
That's a
little kid.
very nice mug you have there, Dom.
Why, yes, it is, and you can also find that at TRWT merch on
Mugshots too?
Facebook.
Yay.
Mugshots too?
2 times, 3 times.
Mama, I ain't gonna drop anything.
Killing you softly with this merch.
It's funny because that's the last song I heard in the car yesterday.
But yeah, guys, we will definitely work something out with Sammy and Jess, and we might even have another guest that I'm working on. But I don't want to say anything because I don't want to jinx it. Knock on wood.
Ooh.
But just spoiler alert, there may even be somebody else coming. Maybe somebody from Impact. Maybe. Stay tuned. Now that said, everybody got everything they need. We good. Brucey's still chunking it down. Do you need me to do the intro, homie?
Yeah,
Cadrian's like, add to cart. Yes, you should.
Play it. Play the intro. I'll be good.
You want to do the intro?
I should play the music when we're done.
All right.
I'll be good.
All right, we're going. You got
Remember.
about 25 seconds, homie. Ready, set, here we go, fuckers.
And as promised, I'm done chewing my food. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the only wrestling show that kids are not allowed to watch,
But watch anyway.
but watch anyways. Top Rope Wrestling Talk. That is us. We are the TRWT 3. 3. Yeah, there you go, Win. 3. Yes, we are. And because I'm looking at YouTube right now, at the upper right, up there,
Right over there.
on YouTube is none other than the First Lady of Top Rope Wrestling Talk, Miss Latina Heat herself, Grandma Wendy.
Viva la raza! If you're not cheating, you're not trying. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. Mama.
Ooh, we got a little extra.
We got a little further in there.
I tried.
I even wore my big hoops for it too. That's why we got
Hey.
She's bringing the
And-
heat.
right.
And going by YouTube, so I'm not pointing at every other direction because I know that drives people crazy. Right up there on my screen on YouTube, right up there, because I'm on the bottom, is none other than the producer himself, the soundboard extraordinaire, the jack of all trades, the master of none, Dom.
Damn, that's a cold ass honky.
I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of am.
And me, I'm the guy on the bottom because they're up there. The guy, well, sorry guys.
Above you.
I don't have my scarf on tonight. I feel naked.
We're above you.
Yes. So I am still without the scarf, the MJF mark, and the 99% of the time MJF scarf wearing high class one, Bruce.
I'm better than you.
Yes, I am.
And he knows it.
Yes, I do.
See? So again, it's great to be back, and I do want to apologize. We're gonna work something out with Sammy and Jessica that kind of got us bummed, but we weren't gonna leave you without us.
No.
Never.
No.
There's too much going on. We had to give you something. We were thinking about 2 episodes. Like we do Sammy, then maybe we bounce back and we give you some wrestling stuff like we always do. But this week we're just gonna give you some wrestling stuff. We're gonna work stuff out with Sammy and Jess. Hope they're cool. Sorry they got pulled away last minute, guys. we have a pretty decent show for you. We brought back
Always.
an old staple, but with a new wrinkle, and that would be the Wheel of Wrestling. I have missed this thing, but as you can see, it's not next to me, and I did not get this one from Goodwill. This one is actually virtual, and my homegirl Grandma Wendy is going to be our own personal Vanna White. She's going to spin the wheels. She's going to give us topics. We're going to sound off. It's going to be
Okay. Let's do it.
fun shit.
It's gonna be great.
It's going to be wonderful.
I'll try not to fuck it up.
Please try not to fuck it up.
All right.
Shout out to Kadrian and Kirby and Felipe on YouTube as I see them commenting away. We love you guys.
Should I share it now?
Go for it.
Hell yeah, let's go. Whoa.
Okay, can you guys see it?
We can
Heck
see
Sorry,
it.
my
Yeah.
screen is like super hella pink because it's like my favorite color. If you couldn't tell, I fucking love pink.
There's nothing wrong with pink.
All right. All right, are we ready for a spin?
Let's do it.
Please spin that
Boom.
wheel, Grandma.
Spin that bad bitch. A spinny, 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 spinny,
Oh,
spinny,
look at it go.
spin.
Big money. Big money.
Money,
Big money.
All about the number.
Okay.
What? Oh, that's
All right,
crazy.
I'm gonna remove it from the wheel so it doesn't repeat.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, and believe it or not, this one actually has two separate stories to go with the topic.
Okay.
Number one comes from Impact Wrestling on Tuesday because this was something we were thinking about bringing up and we've talked about last week. Sami Callihan cut himself a promo last week talking about how it's always about the numbers when it comes to RVD and Katie Forbes. And Katie seemed to have his number. He even started singing like the Jenny song in the middle of the promo. He was like, I got it. And then he said, I'm not gonna hack RVD and Katie's show next week because I have something better planned.
He even crossed to dive, sticking.
Yes, stick a needle in his eye, right? Uh-oh. Did we lose? Did we lose her?
So
Darn it. So the question is this where we finally get to see Sammy and Havoc team up against RVD and Katie Forbes?
Ooh.
Ooh.
See, I don't know. Like in storyline mode, like in storyline and the way it is, I don't know if I see Havoc being like the right tag partner. I mean, I guess like not that it would be bad. I don't know. Like I'm just trying to think of like
Of course.
impact in a whole and
Yeah.
where the storyline is. Like I don't see it. I don't
Really?
see them being a tag team. Like I don't know. I see. Well, I don't know, man. This is so hard.
Well, here, think about it for a second, and let me talk to the people while you're
I'm
thinking.
trying to get to the women's division and Impact
Right.
and try to figure it out.
Because I gotta be
So,
honest, bro.
please.
I think it's the perfect time for Sammy and Jess to wrestle as a couple on Impact because they've done it in the past in other promotions, but they have yet to do it in Impact. And RVD and Katie Forbes have been ganging up on him. I'm surprised we didn't get Havoc Bolton jump in the ring and getting after the two of them when Katie hit him with the Van Glutenator with that fake ass and the steel chair. I was surprised she didn't come out then. So now that he's talking about it being a numbers game and he's got something better planned than just hacking, their show or changing
Yeah.
Katie's pictures again, which was fucking hilarious. I think this is the perfect time to get him and Jessica Havoc out in it, in the mix and into an intergender match with RVD and Katie Forbes. It's perfect because they've done it in the past, and Havoc could probably beat the crap out of both of them, hands down.
Yeah,
I'm back. Sorry.
That's okay. That's
you're
okay.
good. What's going on?
We were
My
just
internet
talking,
went down. It just like crapped out on me.
we were just talking about Sammy's promo and whether or not we think
Yes.
this is going to be, next week will be where Sammy and Havoc decide to jump the ring during this talk show and actually, cause an intergender match between the four that, Sammy and Havoc versus Katie and Rob.
Okay, cool. Now that I'm caught up. No, yeah, I would definitely love that. Like that definitely has to happen. Because it would be too awesome if it's too awesome of an idea for it not to happen. And it would be an opportunity to show off that Katie Forbes can actually wrestle. Because believe it or
Yes.
not, you guys, one night I couldn't sleep and I went down this rabbit hole of Katie Forbes wrestling matches, and she can actually wrestle. And I'm like, what happened, Katie Forbes? Why did you stop? I would love to see her do it once again.
Yeah, I know, because you had told me about it and sent me some links. And I was like, wow, this chick can actually go. Holy crap. Like, maybe we do need to see this. So I think it's the perfect opportunity for like the first couple of death to get involved in a match together and go up against, the stoner and the twerker and just have a lights out match. Because surprisingly enough, like we know Havoc is a great wrestler. We know RVD is RVD. Sammy Callahan is obviously one of the top in the business, but people are going to be surprised by Katie Forbes too, and that's going to throw a lot of people off. Like not us, because Wendy has enlightened us, but a lot of people don't know. So
Yeah.
I just hope a part of her doesn't. I just hope a part of her doesn't like pop or something like May Mac butt cheek just bursts.
I want to see Sammy
Right?
slap her so hard her freaking abs fall out. Sorry.
You can't do that
Pop
when
the
I'm trying
abs.
to. You can't do that when I'm trying to read these slew of comments we have now, man.
So-
Holy crap!
So now that I've got the Impact Women's roster up real quick, I'm looking at it like Havoc's the only one that'd be the perfect partner for Sammy.
Right?
Yeah.
She's the only one on this roster that would.
I mean, I know there are a couple of real life, but their gimmicks go together so beautifully. If you remember that promotional picture I put together, you would think like if these two aren't dating, they need to. So
if they're not a professional intergender team already, they need to be.
Mm-hmm.
A
All
la
right, so let's see.
the Savage Gentleman and Lady Frost. Like they definitely need to do something like they do.
I
But
definitely
shout out to-
agree with that. Oh, sorry. Where's she now?
So what's next?
All right.
Next
well,
topic.
before we jump topic, let's just go and see what we got in comment. Oh, Felipe says "Fly Eagles fly." Yes, definitely. Hell yeah. Oh, and our good brother Destin finally made it back to the building. Hey man, it's so good. to see you. We've
Yay!
been
What's going
missing
on,
you.
Destin?
And let's
This
see.
is Mama's. This Grandma Wendy's special baby right there.
So what happened with Katie Forbes? Oh, basically she jumped the ring, she beat up Sammy, and then now they're leading into a talk show with her at RVD next week that Sammy says he's got something better planned than just hacking it. So it should be fun. I can't wait to see it. Impact itself was a pretty good show. I mean,
Yes.
Rich Swann came back. What was he retired for like 2 weeks? That was a shocker.
That was they didn't make it. They didn't make it believable enough. Like it's like at
Now-
that point, like if he's been retired for 2 weeks and then comes back and says "fooled you," like, come on, dude, that was stupid. Give it 2.
Yeah,
3
this
months.
isn't exactly Mark Henry, but I will say in Impact's defense, like they, obviously had the Eddie Edwards injury, and they had to work around that, and so maybe they kind of had to jump the gun on this Rich Swann angle. So it's gonna be interesting to see where it goes. At least Tommy Dreamer didn't get killed, because that's like my stepdad. Fuck Martin Jannetty. Tommy's my guy. Don't kill Tommy. Thank you, Rich, for saving Tommy. I don't really like a whole lot about Rich Swann, but he saved Tommy Dreamer. So in my book, good dude. Now
I
the
mean,
next
I'm sorry, even with Eddie Edwards going down and EY taking the title, they still could have waited on Swan even 2 months. Let EY like terrorize Impact and get a lot of heat, and then knowing Eddie Edwards is still out, all of a sudden Rich Swann, bam, there he is on a pay-per-view.
right? No, that would have been cool too. We might still see that, but let's see. The next topic we had as far as it's all about the numbers, and we threw this in like kind of last minute, but I think it needs to be talked about because it's never happened before. The numbers are in, and AEW Dynamite drew over 1 million viewers last night.
That's what happens when you have MJF on your show.
I love how every AEW star that was on the show has said, "You're welcome." Like every single
Like
one
Jericho,
of them.
MJF.
Jericho, Sonny, MJF, everybody's
I
been
think
like,
it's just everybody ribbing MJF.
it's
Everybody's
been
like, "You're
fantastically
welcome."
hysterical.
I'm waiting for Joey Janela to pop up and be like, "You're welcome."
I'm pretty sure he did.
He might have. He might have. I wouldn't be. But
Jelly
congratulations,
Nutella.
congratulations AEW beating
1
NXT's
million.
850,000. If you're counting, by the way,
On separate nights.
Yes.
on separate nights. So the question now becomes: do we need to keep NXT and AEW on separate nights? Like, if you had the power to, would you put them on separate nights and let them build on their own and make their and get their numbers and do what they got to do, or would you go back to the Wednesday Night War?
I'm gonna break out the catchphrase early. Honestly, they would
There it
be
is.
like they. I think now that AEW's hit 1 million, I don't think NXT going back to Wednesday night is going to be good for them. I mean,
It's going to
they
take
were in their
numbers away from
primes.
both.
No, actually, I think AEW is going to stay steady in the 900,000s to low 1 million. Now, I don't know why I feel that way. I just think that, like, yeah.
Yeah,
Now that they cracked 1 million, I don't think NXT is going to be able to. NXT's never cracked 1 million.
not yet. No, they've gotten close, but they haven't. They haven't done. I think they've gotten to like close to 900,000, but they've never come. Kind of gone over that ceiling, so to speak. And if I had my way about it, I would probably leave them on different nights because I do believe that if you go back to this Wednesday Night War, you're going to end up losing viewers on both sides. Like AEW is going to come down, NXT is going to come down because when they were battling each other, they were averaging between 750,000 and like 800,000 viewers roughly, and they both exceeded those levels on their own nights.
Now,
So it would be nice to maybe move NXT, have AEW on Wednesday. As long as they don't take Thursday, I'm kind of cool with it. 'Cause that's kind of our
Right.
night, and
Leave
I
my
don't want to miss
Thursday.
nothing.
Leave my Thursday.
Leave my Thursday alone, guys. Come on now.
Oh, Felipe said NXT pulled 1 million to 2 weeks before the of Dynamite.
Oh, before the debut of Dynamite.
Oh,
So let's
prior
The
to the
debut
debut.
event, yeah.
Prior to the debut. Yes.
But
Let's
that was before though. That wasn't like once the competition began, so to speak.
yeah.
But like then, I don't think they have.
So let's stop and look at this. So NXT on Tuesday night had Adam Cole versus Prince Balor, I guess.
All right,
I
you're
call
jumping
him.
the
It should
gun on
be-
me, but yes.
And they only pulled like 888 or 886, something like that.
Yeah, something in the high
And
end. And they had a great match for the main event too, between the cage match, Mercedes Martinez and Rhea Ripley. Holy shit!
Now, let's look at what AEW did last night with a regular show. No title matches, nothing special. No,
There was one special moment, but again, that's part of the topics. We got to talk about that later.
yeah,
Should we spin the wheel then?
yes.
Before Bruce gets too far ahead?
Yeah, Brucey's jumping the gun. Go ahead, Wendy. Spin that wheel.
All right. Let's boop. Are you ready?
Yes, we can see it.
Bitch.
Spin it. Come on, big money. Come on, big money. Come on, big money.
Oh no.
We just did all about this.
We just did that one. Okay, so let's remove that and try again.
Oh, because you came back in, so.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. One more spin. Come on, big money.
Let's do it again.
Come on, bonus spin.
And
Bonus spin.
oh, Kingston Mania.
Yes, this is a topic from last night's AEW Dark, which yes, you can remove. Thank you, Grandma. She's such a great Vanda to my Pat. I love it. Eddie Kingston obviously came out after the Lucha Brothers lost, which I know pissed me off, and I know pissed Felipe off. And I'm sorry, Felipe. CWO baby, I'm with you. And they started feuding between one another. And actually, when they did, I kind of thought to myself, do it. but Eddie calmed him down, got him to shake hands, did all this stuff, had this whole big thing. At the very end of it, he says, and by the way, I was never eliminated from that casino battle royal, so I didn't lose. And then he just walks off. And I'm like, wait, did that actually happen? So not only did I go back and watch, so did Grandma Wendy, because we had to verify this. So we watched the casino battle royal again. And it turns out Kingston really wasn't fucking eliminated.
So why did he leave the match then?
Okay, so I watched it. All right, this is what happened. Play by play real quick, okay? So it was him, Seidel, and Archer left in the ring, right? Dom, if I get it wrong at any point, please correct me. So Archer has Seidel up, and instead of throwing him out, he threw him back at Kingston, who caught, what was it, a DDT? I don't know, caught something. And then they eliminated Seidel. So then, no, I missed a punch somewhere in there. Kingston gets punched in the face, so he rolls under the bottom rope. Yeah. Then Seidel got eliminated, and then from under the bottom rope, he was on the apron, right? Mm-hmm. So him and Archer get into it. He climbs the turnbuckle, and then from there, he gets thrown out. So he never actually went over the top rope. See, the thing he went under the bottom and onto the turnbuckle.
Eddie would have had to get back in the ring and then get thrown over the top rope to be eliminated. He never technically got to that, because even when he went up on the turnbuckles, he never got past the middle rope before Archer grabbed him and threw him off. So technically, he was never back in the ring.
And he didn't even put one leg back in or anything like that. He was on the proper turnbuckles. So he was never actually eliminated per se.
So we're going with almost like an Axel Mania remix here in AEW.
Yeah, but I hope they actually make something of it.
No, but that was going to be the question: is where do you think they're going with this whole Eddie Kingston thing not being eliminated? Because I'm wondering, are we going to see Eddie Kingston versus Lance Archer for #1 contender?
I don't think so, because of the promos that were cut. I don't know. I think they're just going to let it go. I think they're going to let Eddie use it as a bargaining chip, with a company to get a title shot.
Solid.
That's the most likely route they'll take.
So you agree with that, Grandma?
Yeah. Okay. As much as I mean, I hate to say this because I hate these so much. Part of me would kind of like to see like a triple threat for that title, because those three, Archer, Mox, and Kingsley, are such great talents, and they're very nitty gritty, all of them in their own special ways. Yeah. I think it would be a fantastically dirty match.
Yeah. It'd be hardcore. And as much as I
hate triple threats for titles, I'm getting bored and tired of them. I want to see this particular triple threat.
No, you know what would make that perfect? Not like first fall. Let's go back to, like, again, I know Philly guy. Let's go back like ECW style, do like a 3-way dance where it's hardcore rules, elimination, last guy standing is the champion. And you just have those guys go to war because they are all hardcore as hell. They are all badass, and they are all not afraid. They are all fearless, more or less. Yeah. So to see that would be great. I wouldn't even mind seeing like something on Dynamite between Archer and Kingston to try to decide exactly who the #1 contender is. But that 3-way dance, now that Wendy has brought it up, I don't like triple threats either, so I'm just making a tiny tweak. That would be gold. I would
best of 3 series.
Ooh.
I would love that. I love series like those, though.
The Dynamite leading into, what is it, Full Gear or Revolution? Yes. Full Gear.
Full Gear.
Yeah. They have.
And Felipe says, I agree with Bruce.
Thank you.
Felipe, we're no longer friends.
Wow.
I'm kidding. You know I love that dude. I did a wrap-up show with that dude. You know I love him.
This is true.
Hold on. Let me pull the knife out of my back.
a little lower, baby.
Can I have that back, dude? I love that knife. No. I'm just kidding. You know I love you guys. You know
we are hella rats here.
You guys are my brothers from another mother. You know that. I love it. I'm just saying. But yeah, it would be cool to see. Especially, I love the triple threat idea, Wendy. I just took it and made it a little bit more hardcore because I'm psycho. So
All of these ideas, though, like any of these will make
all
me
of them,
happy. You know?
like Tony Khan
Don't
needs to
just throw it to
hire.
the side. Don't just have Kingston wink at me for no damn reason.
Yeah.
Have
I
there be a
think
reason for this?
Yes.
that
Like Tony, are you listening? TK, right here. Hire us to help you out in AEW. 3 golden ideas. You pick one. Use them all. Who cares?
I don't know. I still think that Pride and Powerful are going to be teaming with Eddie Kingston because those winks.
I do too.
Those
Yeah,
those ain't winks of like,
Jesus.
hey, we're
Sorry,
awesome.
I get excited thinking about it all. It's just such a thrilling idea.
I've honestly never heard Grandma Wendy squeak before. It was kind of scary.
You figure, look, you got Evilise and
Mm.
Diamante still out there.
Mhm.
You can have Kingston, Pride and Powerful, and Diamante, or Diamante and Evilise. I mean,
Yep.
I would say
LWO.
Diamante would be the best bet. I mean, she did wrestle in LAX gear at Dynamite.
She did.
So that means she was part of the LAX that had the female members in TNA.
It would be very cool to see. I would definitely dig it. All right, I think we covered that one. I think we're about ready. If Grandma Wendy is ready to spin
I just said
that
real quick.
wheel.
I love Felipe's. Since when is Kingston the best friend of Penta?
Since now.
Apparently.
When did he know the Butcher and the Blade from back in the day? They'd only been a tag team for like 3 years.
Right. Oh, we've been running together forever. Like they just like got together in 2017, homie. Like
Right?
that's why you gotta love Eddie Kingston
what's
because
Kingston's
he believes this
definition?
shit.
What's Kingston's definition of forever?
However long he can
Yeah,
remember all those chair shots to the head. And I'm not knocking you, Kingston. I'm with you because I'm there. So I feel you, homie.
Like, and you just see the growth in Pride and Powerful, and it makes me so happy.
Yes, it enrages me though. It enrages me that they keep letting them keep just dropping the ball with them. Like just fucking give them the opportunities that they deserve and stop keeping them down. Just stop, Tony.
Facts.
I'm gonna fly to Jacksonville, and 1, I hate flying, and 2, I hate Florida, and I will put my ass, Tony. I fucking will. Okay. Flying makes me nauseous.
Too. I've seen it.
Listen, their story has been a slow burn.
It really has, and it's ready to just boil over.
And like now that they got Kingston, they're like
they've just been like making the spark, and now it's just a tiny flame, and it's just gonna be fanned.
Perfect
just let it happen. Let it happen.
Of Latinos to put together to make an amazing fucking faction.
Right? Let it happen.
It'll be perfect. It'll be perfect.
Yes.
All right. Wheel time.
Yes.
Spin that wheel, Grandma.
All right. Let's see.
Go for it. Here we go.
Spin.
Come on, big money.
Spin.
Come on, big money. Come on, big money.
Hey, window.
Big fucking money. Yes. All right. Okay, so this one goes back. We've mentioned Devin and Clark Street podcast many times on this show. Well, Devin and I have been arguing for a few weeks now since he did an episode of Clark Street and said that Finn Balor was basically writing checks that his ass couldn't cash. Well, not only did Finn Balor hit the pay window and pull the NXT title, he did it against Devin's boy, Adam Cole. Is it now safe to say that A, the prince is back, and B, I was right, Devin. Nanny boo boo.
I am going to cut a video for Twitter, and I'm going to tag him, and I am going to tag Clark Street in it, being like, "Ha, his checks have been cashed, fool."
Pay window, homie. Cha-ching.
I'm ecstatic with it.
I'm so excited for him. I really am. I'm sorry, Brucey. Go ahead. I couldn't even hold my attention, please.
I want, like, they're using the Prince name for Balor,
Yes.
but I want the real Prince Devitt.
Yes.
That's what I want in NXT.
We're
The,
so
the
close.
fuck Captain New Japan Prince Devitt.
Yes, we are so damn close to that.
The
It's
Bullet
scary.
Club leader, Prince Devitt.
Yes.
Yes.
That is the Balor that they need, because they took the Demon away from him, and once you took Demon away from him, like, it was just Finn.
And you
Yeah.
know, the other
And
shocking
he's still amazing, but
and I gotta
yeah.
say, the other shocking part to me was after the match when Finn had the title, like Triple H is congratulating him, and some of the guys in the back. Here comes Adam Cole, and those two just bring it in.
Bring it in. Ah.
kayfabe
so
is
good.
no longer alive with
Just Bullet
WWE.
Club. Bullet Club is apparently still alive and well in NXT. It was great. It was wonderful. The other question becomes like, is this now somehow Adam Cole's way of moving up or turning babyface, or what? Like, what the fuck was that? Was it just game recognizes game? Am I thinking too much into this?
Wendy, I mean, I can go, but I kind of want to let you talk here.
I actually did not catch it. I just caught like the highlights on the Insta, because it's what I do when I go to the bathroom. I watch Instagram stories. So now you know a secret.
Inside the
yeah,
grandma
no.
studio.
I think it's definitely an awesome show of respect. Part of me would love to see what Adam Cole achieves on the main roster, but part of me scared that he'll get lost in the shuffle and they'll claim that it's because of his size, which is very unfortunate.
I've been saying that.
Yeah.
The whole Undisputed Era, like, don't even start, phone. The whole Undisputed Era, I've been saying that they're too small. If they go to the main roster, they're going to become the next Sanity. And Sanity had big men. And they didn't stand a chance.
Adam Cole as a babyface is stupid, because he makes so much more money as a heel. Like, not personally, but for the business. Like, he's a top heel in wrestling.
He's a draw as a heel. He brings in money as a heel. Mm-hmm. People want to hate him, want to come in and shout Adam Cole baby regardless, want to buy his merch as a heel. But as a face, I mean, I can't remember any place he's actually like truly gotten over. Or there goes Grandma again. She'll be back. I can't remember a place he's actually gotten over or truly been successful as a face. I know he kind of started that way in ROH and people liked him, but he never really got to that level until the Bullet Club and the Kingdom and that kind of thing. And by then he was like super heel. And obviously coming into NXT, same thing. I don't know. It's almost it's not the same, but it's almost like saying you're going to turn MJF face. Like, that would just kill everything that he is. And I feel like Adam Cole is close to that level. I'm not saying it's completely similar, but he's definitely like 2 or 3 steps below MJF, where if you make him a face, you're basically killing everything that he is.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Wendy's internet went down again.
I just saw that. And Felipe, he was giving a salute to the CWO.
Oh, that's
you know what? We'll give you a salute to the CWO right now. Here you go. Ready? Boom! There you go. CWO.
Yeah. Like, Felipe's talking about Undisputed Era debuting on Raw next month. Like, that's because that's one of the most likely things.
And going against Retribution, which I think would be interesting.
Here's the thing. Who's the baby
But is
face?
the Undisputed Era going to be the face in that? Because obviously Retribution can't be.
No,
I mean, not after everything they've done.
And that's not Undisputed Era. They're not the baby faces.
Yeah.
They're the heels that do whatever okay, what if they are Retribution with a couple females?
Yeah. Then what? Do they bring a couple of females up with Undisputed Era to try to, combat that? I mean, I'm sure they could get Roddy's wife, but then, who else?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like WWE is big on Marina Shafir as is. Ah, here comes Grandma. Thank God.
She's back.
She's back. Latina heat.
Found her. She's back.
We always find Grandma.
I'm back. Sorry.
It's okay.
Hey, kind of glad we didn't have our interviews tonight now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
same. Because
right.
The old internet ain't working right.
no, apparently
It
not.
would have sucked. Everybody
Complete
was late.
fuck my life.
Everybody was late. Everybody's, people had computer issues, internet problems. Man, that would have fucking sucked.
I mean, it wasn't that late. I was like maybe like a minute or maybe like 5.
I know. I'm just saying, we got a
I-
late start. We've had these issues. So maybe it's better off that we don't have the interview this week.
It's like Mama B says, everything happens for a reason and God knows what he's doing. So,
Word.
The wrestling gods are kind to us this week. I don't know. But yeah, I think when you dropped out Grandma Wendy, we were talking about Felipe's comment saying the Undisputed Era was going to come up to Raw and feud with Retribution. Would you want to see that happen?
Yeah,
I don't know who the hell the good guy would be.
Well, Undisputed because they're defending the E.
Would you rather see Undisputed Era as Retribution with a couple of females
Yes.
added?
Yes.
No, I like Undisputed as is. They don't need to add to it in any way, shape, or form. I like that I like the makeup that they have. It's these 4 guys that work well together and they manage their group. It's a solid stable. Doesn't need anything else.
You know what would make it work? If they came up with a story.
Not baby faces.
But that's what I'm about to say.
No.
You know what would make it work? If they came up with a story that says, Retribution uses all these crazy tactics, they're hit and run, they're this and that. We need a team that's going to fight dirty for us. And then the next thing you know, you hear shock the system. Because it allows them to still be, dirty, but kind of hybrid. They don't have to be true faces. They're actually WWE's way of combating these dirty.
The new Stone Cold Steve Austin. The tweeners.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anti-heroes kind of thing.
Anti-heroes. Yes.
That would
I know my
work
literary
in
terms.
that scenario. I know we
Shelley
were
would be
talking. I know we were talking about like doing a thing where we finish a storyline. Well, I think Felipe just created one for us and we just finished it. So thank you, Felipe. That was pretty dope. I think it could work that way. It's probably the only way that it could work because I don't really want to see guys like Adam Cole turn face. I just don't.
No.
Not good for business.
He needs to be like at worst like a Stone Cold type, like Brucey said, and his clique, and then you've got something. Okay. And if I can wrap this up with a pretty little bow, once again, Devin, your boy lost. My man catched the check, and that's not even speculation. That shit is undisputed. Grandma Wendy, hit the fucking wheel for us, baby.
Let me.
I feel so good right now.
Pull up everything. Will it work? Yes.
Woohoo! Oh man, I was hoping it landed on Miro Day, but okay.
Swerve, Claymore, 3
Claymore
times.
times 3. 3 times. Okay, so this goes back to probably the only things that were relatively entertaining on Raw. The first being Cedric Alexander finally swerving Ricochet in his clique, hitting Ricochet with the lumbar check, and joining the Hurt Biz. Was this expected, or are we kind of shocked by it? Because when it happened, I didn't see Raw, but I watched the highlight of it, and when it happened, I was like, "Oh, Sid, you," because I know we expected it at SummerSlam, but then when you didn't really swerve him, we were like, "All right, this guy's down," and then it happened. You're like, "Oh, now this."
Cedric Alexander still works there?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I thought he got released.
If I can take a moment and pat ourselves on the back, I find it ironic that when we were talking about Big Swole, we said that, she needs to do something to get her husband over. And then the next day or the next night, you saw this happen with Sid on Raw. Was WWE watching us? Like, where's the other camera? Where's the bug? Where's the goddamn
They're
bug?
like creepy stalking us.
Vince is just watching the show, like lurking in our stream, like, oh, that could be good shit. Oh, I know what to do now. Oh, Shane!
He just goes through every week and listens to like different podcasts, and it's like,
I'll take that.
Rotation.
Like, if you look at the Hurt Business, it's almost like they have every division, every men's division covered.
Locked.
You've got the world champ, heavyweight champ like contender and Bobby Lashley. You got the cruiserweight and Cedric Alexander now.
Yes, you do.
You got you got Shelton Benjamin, who's a tag team specialist,
and can do it all.
And then you got MVP in the U.S. title hunt.
Shelton Benjamin is me. He's the jack of all fucking trades. Like, you can put him in a tag team, you can put him in a title match, do it all. And then you got MVP. But I love that they're taking these guys that, either weren't getting used, like Shelton and Ced, or guys that were kind of stuck in really shitty storylines like Bobby Lashley, and putting them together in one click and expanding this. Do you think this will be the end of the Hurt Business recruiting, or are we going to see more people kind of slowly work their way into this clique?
How many people were in the Nation of Domination? 5?
No, there's like a fuck ton, dude.
At one,
no. Like, at one point in time, they didn't go over a certain number.
I think as far as
5.
wrestlers, I think it was 6. Something.
Well, they started off with 4. They had Kama Mustafa, Farouk, The Rock, and D'Lo Brown.
Right, but then they added Owen at one point, and they added.
Yeah, but Farouk was gone when they added Owen.
And then they added what's his name? The guy that was Crush. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I can't remember his real name.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen because I can. So
she's drunk with power.
I am. Okay, here we go. So US.
Count them up, folks.
They had PG-13, which is Jay Ice and D Wolfie D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people when they were in USWA.
Right. How about the WWF?
Yeah, it was like a rotation, as you can see by the years.
Right. And Savio was a part of it. I forgot about him.
Mm-hmm. But altogether, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 1,
but either
2,
way,
4, 5, 6, 12
either
people.
way, there is
that's over a span of time.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's what I'm saying. At most, they were like 6, all totaled at one time, and then they kind of erase, replace, that sort of thing.
Yeah, because by the end of it, by the end of '98, there was only like 5 of them. And Farouk was the only like pillar, I guess you could say.
Oh, besides The Rock.
Oh, here you go. A nice little chart of incarnations.
But it does seem like there would be room to add if they're following that stable.
Yeah. And that's what they're supposed to be, is the reincarnated nation. I like that they didn't actually go with the Nation of Domination angle like I thought they were gonna do. They're using this. They're using that same storyline, but in a different way, and I can appreciate that they're just not like recycling and be like, hey, we're the new Nation of Domination. No,
right?
They got a new name, new.
They've kind of taken
new mission.
They've kind of taken what appears to be, the beatdown clan from another company and the Nation, and put them together and created something new out of it. Like, this is the baby of these two factions, and there were like 5 guys in that, even in the beatdown clan. So there's still room to add.
The only other person worth adding is Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
If they don't add Apollo Crews, then all this was for nothing.
I think them handling it how they are, the Hurt Business not being like the Nation of Domination. Sorry, I got distracted with the YouTubes. I think it's handled very well, because considering what is happening currently with BLM and all this other political stuff, to handle it like the former Nation of Domination would be treading on thin ice.
Yes.
And it would be very, very risky. Not in the best way, in my opinion, especially considering where the McMahons are affiliated politically. Just saying. So handling them more like a black business rather than a political movement, like the nomination was, is a smart cultural idea.
Yeah, no,
That's what I was
definitely.
trying to say, just not as smartly.
I got you, boo.
You made my answer sound smart. Or I made your answer sound smart, whichever, however it goes. You know what I meant.
Oh man,
We made it
no.
work. We made it work, baby. That's all that matters.
Stream is healthy. Okay, it's
What was
good.
it?
All right, sorry. I'm listening. I just had some stuff in the background to take care of because
No,
apparently we
I
were
was.
losing our
I didn't know
stream.
if you had anything else to say on the topic.
No, I do agree with you. Apollo would definitely be a guy they need to add. I'm kind of on the fence about Ricochet, but it would at least make sense to give him something to do because instead of fighting each other, these people could gang up and go after other talent in WWE, other titles. So it'd be nice to have a nice big click and get a program for all of them instead of just having these guys kind of sit around and just pretend like they're in catering because we don't even know if it exists anymore.
That is completely wrong. The original Nations Domination, as it was set up, was not.
That's me.
No, that's me. I got a message from Shelton. Okay, let me see if I can rewind it and
Shells.
Here for this. That is completely wrong. The original Nations Domination, as it was set up, was not the Nations Domination that everybody knows. That was the Clarence Thomas version of Nations Domination that you're looking at. That is and all the white boys. We don't count that. Farouk destroyed that nation, and he recreated it under him and D'Lo. They added Kama Mustafa, and then eventually they went with a fourth member. Originally, the fourth member was Ahmed Johnson. They threw
Right.
out when they added The Rock. Eventually, they added in Mark Henry. They moved to 5. When Mark Henry came in, that was when The Rock took over the nation. Farouk left, they moved back to 4. When Mark Henry left the nation, they went back to 3, and then they added Owen Hart, and they moved back to 4. Never. Oh, I'm gonna go crazy.
thanks, Shelly.
Love
So
you,
you said
Shells.
never went over 4.
No.
Well, this one's over for. Whatever.
You know, why am I not surprised that he chimed in? Thank you very much.
I know. Thank you,
Also,
Shell.
can I say I love that his inner teacher showed when he was like, "Do not use Wikipedia." Thank you, Mr. Lee.
Thank you, Mr. Scorsese. We appreciate you, homie. I'm at least glad you're watching, or at least I think you are.
Yes,
Yes,
he is,
Felipe,
actually.
Ricochet does need to go back to NXT.
He really does. Like if Finn Balor needed to be back in
No,
NXT,
no. Ricochet needs to
Ricochet
leave
needs to.
WWE because as soon as I told everybody, as
So did I.
sells his soul to the devil, they're gonna clip his wings, and he's not gonna do a single high flying move. Name one high
Fact.
move that man has done. Not a single.
Not a
Fuck.
damn one.
Since he
Not
got
They
to
one.
the
took
main
those
roster,
wings and they were like,
none.
clip.
Clip,
You
clip.
can't fly no more, kiddo.
I knew it too.
They
I knew it
Leave.
too.
they clipped his wings when he got to the main roster. When
I
he was
knew it
on
too.
NXT, they
Yeah.
let him fly.
That's true.
Like,
But not
they-
as much as he used to.
No.
Like I was worried about him going to WWE in the first place, and when they said, "Oh, well, he's going to be in NXT," I'm like, "Okay, that'll work," but he's got to stay in NXT. Like, don't bring
I
him up.
called that one from the moment they said it. I was
Grandma
like,
Wendy.
nope.
Grandma Wendy and I hate to say we told you so, but we told you.
I don't hate to say it. I'll say
Neither
it.
do I. I'm just
I
trying to
told
be
y'all
nice.
passes.
When he
Fucking
did
told
that front flip out of the ring and landed on the stage in front of Velveteen Dream,
That was
fucking amazing.
the best thing ever.
Amazing.
All right.
And that was the
Still.
most that was the most exciting thing he got to do. And then it was onto the main roster and
Yep.
let's dick him. Fuck that kid.
Yeah, they
Pretty
need to
much.
send, him back to NXT. I mean, if it works, with
They
Finn
need to
Balor-
let him go so he can do his own thing again.
Well,
He needs to go to
again,
Japan.
unless they're gonna,
yes.
unless they're going to outright release him, they need to send him to NXT, let him finish out his contract, and then he can go someplace else.
Well,
Because right now they're just wasting that guy. Now, the second part of this topic was the joys that were Randy Orton getting his head kicked off by Drew McIntyre, not once, not twice, but thrice.
oh damn,
Until-
we didn't even talk about the topic.
No, we're getting to the second part of the topic. Which,
Okay.
Claymore times 3. Because and again, I saw the highlights the next day, and I thought to myself, "Wow!" Because apparently Drew still has a fractured jaw, and they wouldn't let him wrestle. But he kept coming out like Randy Orton cuts promo, bam, Claymore. Randy Orton's in the back, bam, Claymore. They say to kick Drew out the building. Randy's getting an interview. Bam, Claymore again. It was wonderful.
Claymore's out of nowhere.
Oh my god,
Yes.
that's hysterical.
It was like an Oprah Winfrey moment of joy for me. Like, you get a Claymore, you get another Claymore, you get another Claymore.
I'm just imagining this like Attitude
Claymores
Era
for
style
everybody.
script, like Attitude Era style segments where like, you know, he's in the bathroom taking a leak, bam, out of nowhere.
Right?
What?
He's in the locker room, bam, and Rey Mysterio falls down while he's doing pull-ups. You know?
I literally saw that in my mind when you said that. That was the best.
Thank you. You're welcome. I do hit on some good shit from time to time.
Dead. I'm dead.
Oh,
Yes,
my
yes.
God.
Kadrian
like
wants
Darby Allin being body
Kadrian
slammed in
A.
a body bag.
Or no, we're not even gonna go back to that. Kadrian wants an LAX type of faction in AEW. We do too. And B was just saying, yeah, Randy was getting Claymored all over the place.
All over.
Yeah, literally
All over.
everywhere.
Yes.
Everywhere, and it was great. And you know why it was so great? Because I fucking hate Randy Orton. It was like, oh yes, replay. Wait, this is great. Watch. Everybody, come here, watch.
Randy's getting
this is
18
beautiful.
titles.
Fuck Randy Orton.
I'm gonna laugh when he gets 18 titles.
I'm so glad there's so many people that used to be Randy Orton marks that aren't really following us anymore, because now I can just freely say fuck Randy Orton and just
I
feel
never
good.
did like him.
Woosah.
You
I feel
know, we were talking about Ricochet
Never liked him.
a couple minutes ago.
Mhm.
I think the Hobo Clown read somewhere that there's another round of releases
Cuts
coming
coming.
in WWE.
Yes.
Can we just pray
Maybe
for
he's on it.
like I don't wish
Maybe.
I don't want anybody
I don't wish
to get
anyone
fired,
to lose their job,
but if
But I
he's
do
on the
wish him
list,
freedom.
yes.
He needs to make that
And
list. That's all I'm
Also,
saying.
Shelly corrected me. He said they didn't clip Ricochet's wings. He can't cut a promo. That's been killing him. It's true. The kid can't cut a promo on the E.
That's true, but that's good. They have a cookie cutter style, and Ricochet's never really been known for his mouth. He's been known for his ring work, which is, top notch. It's just the man can't speak very well.
Yeah, if you can't speak in WWE, you can't
Back to
work in
catering,
WWE.
which is why he shouldn't have fucking gone. We told you so.
Should have stayed in the Indies, bro. Should have stayed in Japan. Should have gone anywhere. Anywhere but.
Could have even went
Alright.
to AEW or Impact.
Or
Yeah,
Impact. Yeah. Seriously,
Alright,
a
are
lot
we-
of the
are we
Lucha
spinning?
Underground guys went to Impact. That yes, please,
Spin that
Grandma
bitch.
Wendy, spin that wheel, please.
All right. Let's see. You guys ready?
We're ready.
Yeah.
Spinny, spinny,
go.
spinny,
Let's do
spinny,
this.
spinny, spinny, spinny that
We're gonna go.
wheel.
Oh,
Breaking
Motherfucker.
news.
breaking news! Wow. Okay,
What are we
so
breaking?
we've already talked a little bit about should NXT and AEW be on separate nights. Well, we just found out this morning that MLW will be has now moved to the, and I'm trying to say this right because I end up messing it up, the Fubo network, and they're going to be on Wednesday night after the restart in November. They're going to be broadcast on this network on Wednesday nights. Does MLW stand a chance in a Wednesday night war?
Let's slow this down a second. Like,
Okay, break it down.
what time on Wednesday?
I'm not totally sure.
That is the key for them.
If
it
you're willing to
depends-
say like we come on Wednesdays at 10, then you got a shot.
Yeah.
Because imagine like you're pumped from Dynamite and then you realize like MLW is coming on. You're like, oh shit.
Well,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
because Wednesday at 10 and then tomorrow's Thursday, and a lot of people got to be up early Thursday morning. Doesn't mean they're going to stay up for it.
True.
I
Okay.
think
I'm one of them.
their show is they're actually broadcast on a TV channel, but it's kind of like it's I don't even know if it's even worse than what it was, but like they were on like ECW times, like
Yeah.
12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
ROH
3
too.
a.m.
ROH comes
Yeah.
on at
I
1,
was a
2,
kid
3
then,
in the
though,
morning.
sneaking down to watch that EC dub.
Oh, you and me both. I was a kid sneaking into the bingo hall to watch ECW. I got those. Yeah, Mom, Dad, I'm going to my friend's house. My friend's house was the bingo hall. Can I get $5?
For us, it wasn't even like we shouldn't be up watching that. It's just we shouldn't be up, period. And then me and my brothers trying to get that antenna just right, and trying to
a little bit to the left, no, my left,
so Mom doesn't know we're up.
Yeah. Keep that TV on mute,
Fubo and Bind Sports. Honestly, I don't even know what.
Be in Sports. I have one of them on cable, and I have another one as part of another streaming service that I have, and I can't remember which one. It's on Roku, but I can't remember if it's the actual network or if it's attached to something else.
If it's not on Sling and I can't watch it, I probably won't be.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I'll probably catch it on YouTube.
Kadrian's kind of got a good point. If they're only going to do an hour show, he said MLW should go on an hour before AEW and NXT for an hour show.
Which is a better idea, because then it hypes you up as well. And it's like...
Because then you're hyped, and then you go
coming down from MLW and picking up everything else.
Mm-hmm.
This feels like we're starting to kind of combine all these wrestling shows on the same day. Like if it moves, Tuesday you have NXT and Impact. Wednesday you'll have Dynamite and MLW. It's like, oh, come on, don't make me choose. I even move some of these shows to like WWE programming nights, and I'll watch them instead. Like, dude, move it to Friday.
That'd be great. I was gonna say great on a Friday, because I haven't watched SmackDown in like maybe more
still haven't watched WWE
since like Royal Rumble.
Since Royal Rumble.
I've just been catching the highlights on YouTube as of late, and the only reason I have the network is so I can watch old ass wrestling.
Yeah.
And
possibly pay-per-views. Maybe.
That's about it.
I don't have the network anymore.
I just like to watch old Bruiser Brody matches. And they don't.
Who doesn't?
On the YouTube. So I'm like, well, I'll just watch it on the network. So
like Bruiser Brody matches, ECW house shows are on there. I'm like, oh, so sad. I'll watch anyway.
Watch the 97 Royal Rumble so I can laugh at Mom's misery when Razor Ramon came out.
Right. But yeah, I think MLW stands a chance. It just depends on where they go on Wednesday night. Wendy's right, and Kadri was right. If they do like an hour before Dynamite and they give you an hour show, I'd be totally cool with that. I'd be so hyped going into like Dynamite after that it would just make the whole night better for me. But if they're gonna run opposite, it's like, no, don't do that to me. Don't do that.
Their shows on YouTube are only an hour,
right? I think MLW itself was actually asking us to vote at one point. Do we want the show to be called Fusion as it was, or do you want it to go back to MLW Underground? Because they've been showing those episodes from back when they first debuted, and I kind of think Raw killed Underground for us. Really so keep it at Fusion. Yeah. Are we all in agreement?
Agreed.
I mean, while it was nice to go back and see, like, oh, Joey Styles had a job after ECW. Cool, like that was because they MLW Underground when they first started felt a lot like ECW, but they were recording it in Florida the exact same way as they used to on like ECW television before they got to TNN, and it's fun to watch. But I don't think they could like recreate that now. And then you have Raw Underground on top of it. It's like, just keep Fusion, please.
That thing's still going.
Please. Raw Underground, yeah. They just had Kevin Owens and Aleister Black on Underground from the highlights.
Why? Those two make no sense being there. They have no right to be there. Use that for the talent you don't use.
Again, if you open up the dictionary and you look up reaching, Raw Underground with Owens and Aleister Black is right there. Big picture. See Owens versus Aleister Black, Raw Underground.
Fuck, put Ricochet on Underground. You don't use him on TV.
Right? I mean, they put the Hurt.
Let him climb up on the rafters and just like throw himself from it.
I will say,
I'd watch that.
Titus O'Neil actually popped up on Underground and showed the fuck out.
Good, they don't use him.
Yeah.
Which is fine, exactly because of that. But using the guys they're already using on TV is like, it just feels like insult to injury for some of these other guys. You know, like, what are you doing, Shane? What the fuck?
Well, maybe they just released everyone that they were using for Raw Underground, so they have to use these guys now.
Oh, shit.
All right, so are we ready to spin the wheel again?
Yes.
We're running out of topics, folks, but we're gonna spin the wheel.
Let's see. Spin that
There
bad
it is.
bitch. Can you guys see it?
Oh
Uh-huh.
yeah.
It's right there. Oh, no, still moving.
Motherfucker, you rigged this bitch.
I
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Wendy.
It's yelling at me.
Fucking
I
rigged
set it up, bro. I passed it off to her. All right.
So what the
You
fuck did
fucking
we
rigged
just
it.
see?
What the fuck did we just see?
What
Okay,
the
this
fuck is that bullshit? Now I got a 50-50 shot to get the one I want.
right? I'm dying for that one, by the way. So we're gonna do this quick.
Rig this shit
Um,
to last.
Anyone that watched AEW Dynamite last night, at the end of it, after an insane show that had over 1 million viewers, they were saying, "Stay tuned for a special announcement from Cody Rhodes." And you're thinking, "Oh, like what's going to happen?" Because we saw the Bloody Nightmare logo come out, and Cody got laid out. So is this going to be like his big, whatever? And instead, it was a commercial where Cody is now going to be a judge on a show called Go
A
Big.
talent show.
And the host is Bert Kirshner, who kept a shirt on for once, which I appreciate, because I already have my brother's fat ass walking around without a shirt in here. I don't need to see it when I turn on the TV. It's in my house.
Doing what Wendy
You
did.
guys have seen it on this show, so I don't need more of that. But it was just this like insane talent show with monster trucks and sword swallowers and all this shit. And Cody Rhodes is going to be a judge. Did we really?
This is Rosario
Fuck did I
Dawson
just-
and someone that
and Snoop and it's just it's a lot of randomness, which led me to first think I had done some kind of illegal drug that I hadn't done. So I had to ask you guys, what the fuck did I just see? Because did you see this too? Like, what the hell do you make of it? Was I hallucinating?
I felt like that Zac Efron meme. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't.
What is this?
It's America's
This-
Got Talent minus the singing.
So
It's going to be a valid, worthwhile announcement. It was a
Right?
of like 5 minutes of my whole ass life that I ain't never getting back.
Never.
Never.
And to be honest, it was kind of a letdown after a great show. Like you're all pumped, and then you're waiting for the announcement, and it happens, and you're like, "Oh, get the
So-
fuck out of
Look
here!"
Kadrian said, I was so upset. I thought it was a new AEW show. And Felipe said, hey, at
Exactly.
least with Brandy for once.
So
Exactly. I thought it was going to be an announcement about AEW's second show, and it turned out to be
Honestly.
this. And I was like, "What the fuck did I just see?"
Dead ass, bro.
this is the beginning of Cody transitioning out of in-ring competition.
Already.
He's said it before AEW started or like right before it started that he doesn't want to wrestle into his 40s or past 40.
Right. But
He
I've
doesn't
also heard him say recently that like he thinks he can go for another 3-4 years and then just kind of work in the background at AEW and
he's
do these sorts of things.
he's only like 30 something.
Right.
So
He's like 34.
and he wants to be done by the time he's 40. This is a way to hit for him to transition out.
Yes, but it just feels
he's getting in TV, he's getting in producers' eyes in that Hollywood scene. He's getting in it now. He's
Right.
starting now, so when he gets out, he can go into movies and TV.
I mean, okay,
Yeah.
great, but you didn't have to make it sound like it was gonna be this
No.
huge ass announcement
This
and then have it be some
groundbreaking
bullshit ass bullshit like this.
Yeah.
Like
How do you-
5 minutes
how
of my
do-
life.
The guys behind the table talked it up for a good half an hour, like even before the main event started. And you were like, oh shit, this is gonna be big, oh shit. And then you saw it and you were like, what the fuck?
That's like if I spent all week saying on all of our social medias that I have a special announcement, it's gonna be exciting, and ooh, you guys, I can't wait, and then have me be like, I bought a new pen.
Right? Like you guys know I teased I teased a big announcement, and the big announcement was Sammy and Jess, which we are working on. But could you imagine if I teased it like that day after day after day after day, and then I said, "Hi, big announcement! I'm wearing my Eagles jersey."
How do you go from this on TV and innuendos of this in wrestling, because if you're watching this and you're a wrestling fan, you know what this means.
You know what it is.
Damn sure do.
Hey, I'm Cody Rhodes and I'm on TV.
I'm gonna be hanging out with Snoop Dogg.
I was so mad. I was like,
And Bert
I was mad that I
Kreischer.
watched a whole ass commercial too. I was like, why am I still sitting here? Why have I not?
Why?
Because I'm angry.
So
Yeah, because I couldn't look away. I was so frustrated. I was like,
I was so mad. I was like, you're wasting my time with that. You could ask Jose. I was yelling at the TV. Like,
even my wife was looking at me, and I'm just sitting there like this, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like,
no,
Mm-mm.
I'm angry.
"No talkie." Mm-mm. Are you gonna be all right? I think no talkie.
She was very mad.
Like just.
Okay, Ruby Rod.
Exactly.
Since we're talking about AEW real quick,
Sorry.
before we get to the wheel,
Uh-huh.
so my wife was not really watching wrestling with me. She was on the couch watching AEW last night.
Oh, this is good.
And Chris Jericho came out and she started singing Judas.
And
I looked at her and I said, how does it feel to know you know an entrance song for wrestling? She goes, I kind of hate you for it. And she left the room.
Slowly breaking the high class last.
No.
Yeah,
There's no breaking it.
high class.
One Fozzy song at a time.
Actually, I've got two. I actually thought she liked the song, but she was just fooling me. She was just telling me she liked it.
On the inside. I'm sorry.
That's okay. She doesn't watch. She doesn't watch. You can sing all you want.
Wait, I was saying I didn't hear singing. Did you hear singing? I'm not singing.
Even Kirby said, "Nope, she won't watch."
Love you, merch maker. Thanks for the mug. Tastes like victory.
Right. Have we ranted enough? Are we ready for another spin?
Yes.
Please,
I
please,
swear to
Grandma,
God,
save us
if
from
it
ourselves.
doesn't land on what I wanted to land on. It's
No,
great.
these are both great topics, though.
It's win-win.
So it's win-win. Oh my God, look at it go! Look at it go! Look at it go! It's so close, so close.
Latina Heat.
Latina Heat. Do I need to play the song?
That is
again?
what's up.
Gee, I wonder what the last one is.
I'm gonna let I know she's like super proud of this moment and super excited for it. So I'm gonna let Grandma Wendy introduce this topic for us.
Okay.
Please, you have the floor.
I am
Let it out.
genuinely excited as a wrestling fan, as a supporter of women's wrestling, and as a Latina in general. This Wednesday on Dynamite is for the NWA title, correct?
Yes,
ma'am.
Women's
Thunder
title.
Rosa versus Ivelisse.
Oh my.
It's gonna be El Fuego, man. It's gonna be fucking amazing. It's
Unbelievable. Like
Right?
Sheeta Thunder Rosa quality on Dynamite for the NWA Women's title, y'all.
I mean, obviously Thunder Rosa is gonna win because they're not gonna let their title walk off, but it will be a fucking grade A match. Oh my God.
Well, you know what they haven't done yet? We haven't seen we haven't seen the
Triple threat.
reports. No, hear me out. What you know what we haven't seen? We haven't seen the reports, the pictures that say Ivelisse is all elite. What if Ivelisse wins and ends up leaving AEW, going to NWA, and defending the title on the Primetime series? Because we're not sure if she's signed. They've never said she's actually signed with the company.
This is true.
So she might stand a chance because she's actually not part of their roster. She's appearing like Brian Pillman Jr. or even Diamante. Nobody ever said she was all elite. And we
But
haven't
she's
seen her
not part
since.
of the NWA roster either. And like I
No,
said,
she's not. She's not.
NWA letting
not-
their
I
title
know, I'm
walk
just-
off with some rando.
That's what I'm saying. What if it's not walking off with a rando? What if it's walking off with somebody who's not actually signed with All Elite Wrestling?
I don't see
What
that
if
happening.
Ivelisse ends up in NWA?
That's not happening because she's not signed with NWA. So that's you're letting your title walk off with a rando. Is it going to be a great match? Fuck yes. Is it going to be
Yes.
oh God, yes.
Yes.
Very tight match, but she's not walking off with that title. NWA would not. William Patrick Corgan will not allow his title to walk off with some rando.
Oh, and I
It's
do
like
love
taking your
that.
kid to the mall and telling him to go with some stranger. That ain't.
Okay,
Isn't
sure.
that what you did?
I'm just saying, if you want to look for a small, I didn't do that.
I was talking to Wendy.
Oh, Wendy's been kid free her whole life.
Why do you think? Here, go see that strange man over there.
Stop giving away my secrets, Bruce. God.
Shh, we're on air. She can get no. This is worse than
No,
like
but
Marty,
seriously, I've never had
it's
kids.
worse
That's
than
never
Marty
happened. I've never given
Jannetty.
away children. Nor have I
No,
stolen
Wendy
children.
has no
Right.
kids.
We don't want to start a Marty. We don't want to start a Marty Jannetty scandal on Top Rope Wrestling Talk with Grandma Wendy. We don't want to do that. We need her. We need to shut that down. Now. That never happened.
I've never
kids.
had them.
Never.
I've never given them away, and I've never stolen them either. So
But I do.
most people don't trust me with children.
I do
for
love
good
that
reason.
I do love that when I told you to have the floor for this, immediately Cadrian popped up and just said, "Oh, speak on it, Wendy. Latina heat."
Yes.
I
I'm
knew
hyped.
this was going
It's
to make
gonna
you
be-
so happy.
It's going to be a legitimately amazing, sickening match. These broads are going to fucking bring it. They're going to tear it down and rebuild it and make it better. It's going to be fucking legit.
I mean, regardless of where, because yes, I love NWA and I love Ivelisse and all that, but these are two of the best female wrestlers in
Yes.
all of wrestling.
Absolutely.
All of wrestling. So putting them in a ring together with the stakes being this high, they are going to rise to the occasion and give you something great. And so I'm so fucking excited for it. I can barely say. I'm like last week making the announcement excitement. I'm like levels. I want to see this.
I gotta say this
Come
much.
on,
I gotta
Wednesday.
say this much about AEW and NWA and most other promotions that are not the Big E. Okay, they bring in women that have been legitimate wrestlers for a long time, that know what they're doing, that can go in and can rumble and can roll and can do all of it. They bring in models that they then have to teach and train and educate in the ways of wrestling. They bring women wrestlers. Them wrestle and put on a fucking show.
You're right.
I still love the idea of AEW's second show being an all-women's show.
I would love that.
And having NWA to be a part of that, because if you think NWA's women's division as a whole isn't that big.
That was something I was going to speak on when you guys were done, which was the fact that like AEW knows that their women's roster is not that big. I mean, they just got Britt back, but they lost Statlander to injury. They lost people like B. Priestley and a few other people due to travel restrictions. So their roster is actually smaller, but they're doing more with it. So why not bring in Ivelisse and Diamante? Why not bring in Thunder Rosa for appearances? Why not fill in your gaps with top talent until you can get that division built on your own and not only restore it, but make it bigger? This is a perfect stopgap for AEW, whether it be Sheeta and Thunder Rosa at the pay-per-view or Thunder Rosa and Ivelisse on Dynamite this week. It's a perfect stopgap, and I have to applaud them for it because they took a shitty situation and they took the chicken shit they had and they made chicken salad out of it. And that's all you.
They made the best of it
from a promotion. So now, if we've gotten that all out of the way, and if you guys don't mind, I'd like to introduce the last topic. Can you bear with me for 1 second? Because I haven't done this in so long, and I'm really dying to do this. So just bear with me. The last topic is Miro Day. Oh,
yes.
My
I actually lost my shit when he came out, and I was
like, me too. What? Me too. I was dying because I'm retired. I'm just gonna play games.
Yeah. I'm gonna play games and do stupid little dances with Lana. I was like, and what a waste of your talent, Miro.
Yeah. And but I was just about to say that they were cute, but such a great talent, so wasted on this. It's like, no, don't do this to us. And then we had that weird segment that came out of the pay-per-view where Kip was going to announce the best man for his wedding. And when you heard that at All Out, you were like, why are we doing this?
I thought it was going to be Jimmy Havoc.
Like, who gives a shit? No, it was not.
I don't think that's coming back anytime.
That ain't going to happen anytime
I don't think so.
Sorry.
I was like, Kip Sabian.
And then during the segment, we had all these people come out. We had Brian Pillman Jr. and I don't know who the big guy was, but he came out.
Someone from his Twitch,
right? And it was like, no, I said, you're the best, man. I didn't say you were the best man. And then all of a sudden we heard some music and we didn't quite make it out, and then there he was, the one, the only Miro, with blonde hair, but still.
It's
Like-
been blonde for a hot
like-
ass minute.
Yeah.
Like, dear Stan, I wrote you 3 times, but you still ain't coming back. Next thing you know, Lana's body's gonna be in the trunk.
Like, can we just
no, I'm just playing.
stop? Can we just stop for a second
Just 1
and-
second.
and applaud AEW and Miro on
Golf
their
clap.
success of keeping this a secret until last night?
Golf clap.
Yes.
Bravo.
Absolutely.
Bravo. That is how you don't ruin a surprise.
That is absolutely how you don't ruin a surprise, because no one saw that coming. There were no spoilers. There were no reports. There were no dirt sheet shit. Just all of a sudden,
Nothing.
there he was.
So we're not even speculations. Not even like, hey, do you think? No, not a damn.
And I know this is probably going to come to I know this is probably going to be a shock to some of our viewers and subscribers, but the moment that it happened, I marked right the fuck out. You couldn't tell until now because I kept it just as good of a secret. But, oh my god!
Can I say though, one thing that's bothered me about this is, and Kadrian, mad at me, I have been hating everybody being like, oh, a former WWE guy. When you think about it, it's been around so long and it's been the biggest name for so long that almost everybody is a former WWE guy. So at this
Wasn't I just saying that
does it
last?
fucking matter anymore?
Wasn't I just saying that Monday?
A wrestler's a wrestler's a wrestler. Like, just
Yeah.
let it be.
There's a reason these guys got to WWE, because they're amazing. So when
Look,
they of course they're going to be top guys because they're fucking amazing. The only thing they lost is their shitty ass name from WWE. The rest is still there, and they need to make a living. What are they supposed to do? If somebody wants to bring them into a promotion and make them a top guy, they're damn smart to do it, because people that make it to WWE are some of the best in wrestling. Duh.
It's like if I work at 7-Eleven and then I get fired and go work at the Wawa, like, oh, they're not going to call me the 7-Eleven guy.
Right?
Yeah.
They're not going to say, hey, that's
Exactly.
you took a 7-Eleven guy.
Like, I used to work at a PetSmart, and if I happen to go to a Petco and put in an application, they're not going to be like, hey, we didn't hire you because you're a PetSmart guy.
I used to work at Trader Joe's, and if I go to Whole Foods, am I going to be called the girl from the TJ's girl? No, nobody's going to care.
No one's going to give a shit. So why give a shit about it
Nobody.
now?
Not a damn person.
There's 30
But
examples for you.
Y'all,
there.
let it go. They're
Let
just
it go.
wrestlers. Let them be who they
Enjoy
are.
wrestling.
Wrestlers. And
Enjoy
we
wrestling.
don't do this when they go to other promotions.
I enjoyed the hell out of that moment
Go to
last night.
Impact,
I don't
when they go
give
to
a shit.
MLW, if they go to New Japan, if they go back into the Indies, are they going to
Uh-huh.
be? He's that W. No, they only
No.
AEW because they want to be in AEW's ass. Just let
Listen
it
to
be.
me. I enjoyed the hell out of Rusev, or out of Miro popping up. I'm sorry, I said a dirty word. I enjoyed the hell out of
Shame.
EY. I enjoyed the hell out of EY winning the Impact title. I thought it was great for him. I
Former
enjoyed the
WWE
hell
guy.
out of Moxley beating Jericho for the AEW title. I don't give a shit if they were in WWE before,
No.
because they put on great matches. They're top talents. These guys deserve to be on top. It doesn't matter if they left WWE or not. Do they deserve
It's-
it? Fuck yes.
It's kind of funny if you stop and think about it, because as an independent wrestler wrestling in the independent circuit, you don't stay with one promotion. You travel the country to every different promotion around.
Yeah.
You're a journeyman.
Are we
Yeah.
calling? But this will be near and dear to Brucey's heart. Are we going to call MJF an MLW guy?
Yeah, why wouldn't you? I know I could call him. I could call him a
that's what I'm saying.
chaotic guy.
Are we going to be like, oh, well, MJF is getting a title shot and he's an MLW guy? Why don't they ever use anybody that? Because they never had anyone. Everyone they brought in is from someplace else.
The thing
And
AEW
it's
is
not
a
done.
year
It's
old.
not done inversely. It's not done inversely. When AJ Styles came into the E, people weren't like, "Oh, he's a New Japan guy,"
Or he's an Impact
No,
guy.
it was Impact, because
but nobody
94
did it. But nobody
No,
did
they
it.
didn't.
They were
Everybody
just
got
like, "Oh, it's
marked
AJ
out.
Styles."
because
Everybody just marked out because he showed
He
up
had
at the
never
Royal
been
Rumble.
there. Yeah.
And he had never been there. So it was like, yeah, are you going to call Sting a WWE guy because he was in there? Because I don't. Fuck no, I wouldn't.
I call Eric Young a WWE guy.
Because you're a mark. That's
I
my
don't-
point.
It's actually
This
funny
is
that
Bruce.
you say
Bruce says
that.
these things. Don't be a Bruce.
Like I read a post on Facebook in another group, and this dude was literally down talking AEW for signing Miro and having WWE guys on their roster. Like he was pretty freaking brutal about it, basically saying that you're gonna die and go away. And I was like, and I'm reading all these freaking
Mark.
comments, and I'm like people. Like I was just like, you guys are retards. I was like, how come you ain't saying this about Impact with signing the Good Brothers and Eric Young and Heath Slater and
Exactly.
Rhino been there for a minute now. Why aren't you saying it about him?
Rhino, Tommy
Bingo,
Dreamer,
bango, bungo, my friend.
EC3.
EC3.
Okay. You know,
Also, I agree with Kadrian. Miro should have been the Joker in the Casino Battle Royale. 'cause
Yeah,
he should have
came
been.
out and I was like, oh, cool. Had it been Miro, I'd have been like, oh, fuck! I lost my
Yeah,
shit.
Matt Seidel came out, and I was like, meh, who cares?
here's
If
the
it would have been
alright.
Miro, I would have lost my fucking mind.
The only great thing besides Miro showing up that came out of him showing up last night was the fact that the crowd organically started cheering Miro Day, and he hadn't
Yes.
even grabbed the microphone
Yes.
yet.
He barely been on stage
And
for in the
everyone
ring for
lost
2
their shit.
seconds, and everybody was chanting Miro
I
Day.
was at home chanting it. I was just
I
in
was
my
chanting it.
I was
Miro
too.
Day.
I
Miro
was-
Day.
I was singing it just like I did when we introduced the topic.
I'm glad this topic came up last.
I am too.
Because it was rigged to come up last.
Because it was the best.
So
I
pissed
work
me
my
off.
Bruja magic, you know.
Because it was the best. But you know, yeah, guys that are like wishing death on him and saying WWE guy and all this stuff. I
It's
want
not
you to
even
keep
death on him; it's death on the company.
or the
is
company.
what they
Either
were
way,
saying.
It's really
I-
intense, man.
if I
It's
could talk to
stupid.
this
Like,
person,
y'all, it's just wrestling. It's not that serious.
true. But if I could talk
People
to
need
this
to beat their
person,
fans.
I would like to remind them that nobody was a bigger enemy of Miro in WWE than WWE. They would try to bury him. He would get over, and they would bury him again, and he would get over, and they would bury him again. Repeat process. Nobody was a bigger detractor of Miro in WWE than the WWE itself. So don't you dare sit here and call him a WWE guy when all they did was try to fucking bury him whenever he got over. That's not how it's supposed to work. So congratulations. I'm glad you're in AEW, because when you do get the fuck over, maybe something will happen as opposed to WWE. So go ahead and say he's an E guy if you want to, but he isn't. None of them are. There's a reason they're in other companies now, because WWE dropped the fucking ball. They gave John Moxley a gas mask, or they put a ECW on the shelf, or they buried Rusev.
gave
no
John
matter how
Moxley
many
a
times
plant.
he got over. They gave him a fucking plant named Mitch,
And he got it over.
and he got over with
He
it.
did. He really did.
And they still
Mitch,
fucked with him.
QPD.
But these guys are WWE
Came
guys.
down with a
No.
hot dog cart.
No, they're not. Even now, Jericho kind of set. Also, side note, Jericho
Oh,
kind of
man.
settled with the E this week, where
Yeah.
he
Oh,
keep
that's
his name,
right.
he can
He
keep
did.
Lionheart, he can keep Lion Tamer, but he has to give up Y2J, and he has to give
Yes.
up the rights to the Money in the Bank match, which he created.
Yes.
So I think it's kind of a fair deal between both, since it was created for WWE and he was Y2J only in WWE, and he doesn't really need it anymore anyway. So it's like, go ahead, have it.
I
Keep
mean,
me
he
on the
himself
network.
has said
Whatever.
it. He himself has said it. He doesn't like it when fans come up and they're like, "Hey, Y2J." He's like, "Y2J is dead, bro. Like, I'm fucking Chris Jericho." Like,
Right?
But you know, if you stop like a real super fan of Jericho, like they see him, like we're still getting used to the Painmaker. Like he's known as Y2J. Like
oh yeah,
Well, at this point,
you wouldn't even think about it if you're like geeking out because Jericho's pretty like, oh my god, Y2J, because you called him that for so many years.
no, at this point, I'd call him Le Champion.
I would just go run down the entire gamut of names. Like, I wouldn't be able to stop
Lionheart. Oh my
in
God.
absolute shock.
I have
It
a
would-
role like he did, like,
Again,
that
again,
big role of
young
names
person,
he had in WCW.
young person,
1,004
young person
names.
from young person in a bingo hall inside would want to call him Lionheart because that's what I originally knew him as. So that would just be me. I watched him live as Lionheart Chris Jericho and fell in love with him. So that would be me. I'd probably go there first, but that's just me. I'm a little psycho. I don't know what to tell you.
Even my mom called him Lionheart when we were watching All Out, and she was just like, "Is that
Mama B knows.
Lionheart? That's Chris Jericho." I was like, "Yes, Mom, that's Chris Jericho."
Yes, it is.
He ate the whole ass lion.
Oh yes, he did. Now he has a Cracker Barrel body, but you know he's still a champion. He's still my lion-hearted friend, and
Yes.
I wish him nothing but success. So now we're out of topics, and we've had a nice little bonus moment here. I guess we can get the heck up out of here, guys. So I'm going to kick things to High Class, and I'm going to let him give us our social medias, and we'll roll from there.
No, I'm actually up here now, Wendy, because you left.
Oh, that's right. Well, you're still on the bottom of my cameras or my screens.
Wherever he is. High Class, give us the social medias. Stop doing
Out
the
yonder.
All right, check it out. You can find us on Facebook at Top Rope Wrestling Talk. We are a publicly traded Facebook group. That means just say you want to be in, we'll let you in. Come talk wrestling, join the forums, join our threads, have
Don't be a Muppet.
And our promo tournament is coming. I promise the promo tournament is coming.
Yes.
If you want into the promo tournament,
How many people do we have signed up?
Pat Fiddle promised.
We've got like 6, I think, right now.
So we got 6 more spots, you guys.
So we've got 6 more spots to fill.
Pat Fiddle forgets, but he never lies.
Go look for my boy Pat Fiddle. He'll tell you the rules, the prizes, and what's going down, and how he and the other judges / hosts will pick the names.
Expect another host to put up a video soon too.
Of bottom rope. What is it? Bottom rope mid
Bottom rope mid-card wrestling.
Bottom rope mid-card wrestling.
Got it.
Get it together.
Come on, man! Don't you know
Get on board, man.
Company we're working
with?
We're working with another promotion here.
Learn our sister company's name,
man. Calm down. I may or may not have had a little session with Pat Fiddle before we came on air, so I'm a little forgetful. You'll have
maybe
to
he
forgive
did,
me.
maybe he didn't. He can either confirm.
Fully.
Yeah, Grandma Wendy, you're right. So, if you want to buy our merch, Kadrian. If you want to buy our merch, you can find it at the coffee mug, the one that you said add to cart, TRWT merch on Facebook. That's our page. Go on, South Philly Psycho. You can see our logos that we have for our shirts. You can see the logos for the mugs, hoodies. Woo, we've seen the demo hoodie and it looks awesome.
I'm trying to get the picture for the demo hoodie at the moment.
And we also have our women's line coming together.
Yes, ladders and lipstick. We debuted some of that on the page on Tuesday.
TRWT's women's line, lipstick and ladders, is coming.
Right.
The logo's fucking sweet, by the way, ladies.
Yeah, I don't have lipstick and ladders, but I do have the hoodie.
Yes.
Can you see it? There's the hoodie. Fresh for Halloween. Top Rope Wrestling Talk. So good. It's scary.
Yes.
And if you can't see, it's got our names in the pumpkin next to TRWT. It's very cool. It'll be out soon. If you want it, hit us up. Tell our merch maker on our Facebook page through a message, I want the hoodie, and she'll set you right
up. Yes, so TRWT merch on Facebook, now on to Twitter. Oh man, we actually had a big day in Twitter.
We did.
I woke up this
very
morning.
Famous followers today.
I woke up this morning to a message from the TRWT3, or the Fabulous Freebirds, as we call our little meeting room.
Oh yeah, I was like, yeah, check this out.
We have been followed by the Von Erichs from MLW. Both of them are following us.
Marshall and Ross,
yes.
The MLW Tag Team Champions, followed us this morning. It is an honor and a privilege, my friend.
Along with Alex Hammerstone.
Well, yeah,
another one that is following us.
a lot of wrestlers, but like, damn, Von Erich's just hit me in the
Yes.
feels because I've been watching that family since I was a wee little psycho.
Right?
So I
I'm
mean,
from Texas. I
right.
grew up with the legend of the Von Erichs, you know?
The only reason I ever wanted to go to Dallas was to go to the Sportatorium and watch the Von Erichs. And my parents would like, my mom was like, I'll never be caught dead in Dallas. I was like, okay.
I don't blame her. Fuck Dallas. I mean, I love the Cowboys, but that whole ass city. Don't get me
But,
started
I
on
mean,
it. The Dallas Fort Worthless area. Don't get me started.
I've seriously watched that entire family since I was like a wee little kid, and it was so cool to see that they had followed us. We have so many wrestlers, we have so many podcasters too, like Clark Street and everything else. But if you come find us at Top Rope WT on Twitter, you can search our followers. You can find these guys. You can find other podcasters. Listen to them too. Devin and Hafiz are awesome. We want to get them on here. We want to get them both, not just Devin, both. We're coming for you.
Yes. Whole effing show.
It's going to be the Clark Street kidnapping.
That's a good title for that episode.
That is.
Right?
Write
Put a
that
pin
down.
in that.
Write it down.
Putting a pin in it. I got it. We're good.
Put a pen. Write it down.
I have a pen.
Remember
I had
it.
a pen.
Don't
I've been
forget
tossing
it.
my pen around.
I'm adding it to my notepad down here because you can't see my hands. I'm typing it on my little sticky notes on my computer. We got it. We're good. So on to the Instagram.
Oh, so yeah, you
The
can find
gram.
us on the gram. We've been doing a little bit more posting there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, things are going good over on the gram. You know, it's still an infant in the grand scheme of things for us.
True.
Did you lose your pen?
Yeah. But
I got it. No
It'll
worries,
turn out.
Grandma. I got it.
All right. So Instagram at top_rope_wrestling_talk. Bam.
Boom. He hit it on the
Nice.
first try.
proud of you, baby.
Congratulations. You made it, so you should, but congratulations
done did
anyway.
Right? It's the only one they'd give me.
Right? And
it says our whole name.
our
ass thing.
whole ass name with a bunch of underscores is all it is.
Pretty
I
much.
can
Yeah.
always try to change it.
Well, even the
Nah, leave
picture, the Instagram post we
'Cause you
put
don't
up
have to say
today.
it.
The Instagram post we put out today actually has yet another logo that we are planning to put on the shirts with the TRWT3 in it. All our beautiful faces.
Yeah.
So you can see that, and then if you like it, you can ask our homegirl merch maker about it on the Facebook page, and boom, you got your shirt.
All our
Easy.
pretty little faces.
Aren't we just
Yeah.
adorable?
I had the majestic beard. Not
Yes.
so majestic anymore.
No, in the photo, it is still the majestic beard too. So in case guys like Destin or anybody are worried, you can get the full.
It's like
You can get
like
high
mini
class in
majestic
all
now.
his
Mini
majesty.
majestic.
Mini.
Semi majestic, yes.
No, I like
Semi-majestic.
mini because of the M's. Mini majestic. Mini majestic. It's mini majestic.
He says, "Dom, show them." I don't know if I have them on the computer, Kadrian. I got to be totally honest with you. But you saw it. It was in the Twitter. It was in what I tweeted out about Sammy. You saw it. The TRWT3 with the name and an R3 photos. That's the one.
You sound like such a grandpa right now. You saw it. You saw the thing, kids.
You saw it on the Twitters.
Get off my lawn.
Nah, I would
On the
invite.
Twitter spheres with the books and the pictures.
I would invite Kadrian in for some decaf tea, that kind of thing, because I'm old. No, he's a cool guy. But you did see it if you saw the tweet with our picture attached to it saying we'd be on tonight. I think you retweeted it, so you've probably seen it already, homie. But it's a cool picture. We're gonna do that as a logo as well. And TRWT merch will definitely hook you up with that and everything else. So go there. Oh yeah, podcast. Fuck,
I
podcast.
can't believe.
Podcast.
Sorry, I
Grandma
can't believe
Wendy.
Peter bought this shirt.
Do what?
Peter bought the new Roman Reigns shirt that said "Show up and win." Really,
I saw
Peter?
that.
Really,
We need to
Peter?
come up with.
I thought we were friends.
We need to come up with one that just says go live and talk shit.
I love it. I love it. Peter.
Peter,
Oh, Peter.
Peter, you're in friend
Oh,
time out for
Peter.
a week.
You're fine, dude. You're fine.
No, you're in timeout. You're in timeout. At
Grandma
least
Wendy.
You're
further
totally
notice.
in timeout.
I'm putting
for
you on
buying that
timeout.
shirt.
Yeah.
Grandma
Until
Wendy,
okay.
please. Podcast.
Don't distract me. The ADHD
Podcast.
kicks in and I forget everything I'm doing. Podcast, my friends. Check us out on anchor.fm/TRWT. From there, you can find us everywhere. You can find us on Stitcher, on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on iHeartRadio, and wherever podcasts are listened to.
Wherever you can enjoy them, that's where we're at.
Yes. Review us, rate us, share us, do the whole ass thing. Just give us all your loving.
And of course, if you are listening to us on podcasts and you don't know you can see our beautiful faces, come to Fox Den Productions on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell. You'll see all our episodes. We also have Mutant Rejects, which just made a comeback. And of course, Drunk Upon Time.
Is this the show you were talking about on the show?
Jesus, yes. Why do you bring it up?
Put that down.
Why must you make me angry?
Messing me up. Yeah, please enjoy this. Subscribe, like, share, rate, review, whatever the fuck you want to do. And say whatever you want in the comments below, because does it look like you're going to hurt our feelings? Really? Probably not. Probably not.
And I'm going to do it. I'm not even going to ask for permission. I'm going to lose control of myself. I want to give a shout out to Insubordinate Records.
Of course. You don't.
Shelly, thank you for your help tonight. So I'm going to give you a shout out.
Yes.
Payday, buy their merch, listen to their music, do the whole ass thing.
And
I am definitely buying something tomorrow. Bam, look at this beautiful bad boy. I am so getting this vinyl.
Yes.
Where's the picture? I can't find the picture. I'm kind of sad.
I'm pretty sure the full Midnight Express album drops September 24th.
Yes. But you can find all of their stuff here. Just go to insubordinate.bandcamp.com and you'll find their artists, their music, their merch, their videos.
All the East Hampton Polo Boy stuff. I love the bucket hat. I want one.
Shout out to my dude, Scorsese, Shelly. Much love, my dude. I love you.
Bruh.
I really want.
You don't have to ask for that,
polos with some blue shorts.
I want the bucket hat.
You should
man.
get one.
I'm an old school hip hop guy. I want the bucket hat. I want to look like.
I want that
Cool
beautiful splatter vinyl and a polo shirt for work.
Yes.
Show up to work and like my East Hampton Polo Boys shirt. Like, what's up?
No,
bitches?
I'll straight up rock. I'll straight up rock my Griffin Scorsese shirt and my bucket hat on the show. I don't give a fuck. I want one of those.
That's my shout out for the night.
No, that's fine. So I think we've
love it.
Love it. Shout out to Scorsese. Definitely cop that album on September 24th. Definitely cop their merch. It's awesome. I have a bunch.
And hopefully we'll have him back on the show at some point.
We will definitely get him.
Hint, nudge, nudge, Mr. Lee.
And hopefully Griff as well, because last time we just got Scorsese. So maybe we got to do like a Griff and Scorsese kidnap and just get the fuck over here, get on the show.
Why are we all about kidnapping tonight, man?
Or giving kids away. One of those
we're
kidnapping or giving them away.
No, you brought that up. You brought that up incorrectly. We are not doing that. We are never doing that.
It went from please take my wife to please take my kids.
No.
Take it. It won't stop crying.
Missed that old joke. Please take my wife. Whatever happened to it? PC.
Oh yeah, everyone.
But no, we're not taking kids. We're not leaving kids. We're not taking kids. We're not doing shit with kids. Okay, everybody, have a great weekend. Stay safe. Wear your mask. Don't be a Loki. And of course,
Wendy,
stay fresh, cheese bags.
There it was. Peace, y'all. All right, recording is off. Thank you, YouTube. We love you. We love all you guys. We'll see you soon. We'll work this shit out with Sammy, I promise.
Cross our heart, hope to die, stick a needle in our eye.
Right here.
Right here. That's a big peeper I got. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. It's too much eyeball. It's too much.